At this polling station in the North Indian city of Varanasi, a silent technological revolution is underway. Voters queue up with their ID cards to vote electronically. In a country where illiteracy is still common, all voting is now done this way. The electronic voting machine has brought in a landmark transformation here in India. Earlier, voters had to stamp on the political party of their choice on a ballot paper. Now they simply press a button. In one stroke, it's moved 700 million voters from the 19th century to the 21st. The EVM machines are produced by two government-owned companies, including Bangalore-based Bharat Electronics. Unlike the West, Indian EVMs are not networked. Each one records votes and then has to be physically carried to a central counting center. This reduces opportunities for mischief. Anybody wanting to throw the election would have to fiddle with thousands of machines one at a time.
The system has been made tamper-proof by making it as simple to use and as simple to design technology as possible. This has got a embedded operating system. It cannot be connected to any network. If it is on a network, while it is easier to use, no doubt, for a voter, but it is also easier to hack. It is easier to tamper it through a network.
All geeks know that a smaller and simpler system is more secure, as more code means more cost, more chances for bugs, and more threats to security. The $200 EVM consists of just plain circuit with some assembly code. The software is embedded onto a microprocessor that cannot be reprogrammed. And it is not possible to vote more than once. As soon as a particular button is pressed, the vote is recorded. Srinivasa Rao shows us how it operates.
The list of candidates are here. To test this machine, I am going to just press ballot here and I am going to choose my choice from this list of candidates. As of now, okay, I choose candidate number 9 and my vote is casted, as simple as that.
Voting used to be done by paper ballot earlier. The move to electronic voting may have cost $200 million, but will now save the country up to 10,000 tons of paper in this and every future election.
The amount of expenditure it has saved, typically it gets recovered in the amount of paper that is saved, apart from its environmental hazards, even financially, economically, it gets recovered practically in one election itself. And this machine is used repeatedly. For your information, we assure that it will work for 15 years.
It's also quicker to use. 40-year-old Kuvar Samta Ali Khan finds the queues at the polling station move faster now. Also, he believes the electronic system is less prone to votes being invalidated by mistake.
पहले सिस्टम से ये सिस्टम अच्छा है.
This system is better than the earlier paper-based systems. Earlier, when we had ballot papers, sometimes the ink would smudge when we folded it, making our votes invalid. In this system, no votes are cancelled. You press the button once, and whoever you vote for will get your vote.
जो वोट जिसको पड़ेगा वो उसी को डायरेक्ट पड़ेगा.
Several other countries are sitting up and taking notice. Bhutan used Indian EVMs in its elections last year, and Nepal has acquired some too. Namibia has placed orders for 2,000 machines, while countries like South Africa, Nigeria, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh are also interested.
It offers them a solution which makes the elections more transparent and tamper-proof, and it saves them money. Also, it offers them a very easy customization. India may have one system where you are choosing first past the post, one candidate is chosen out of many. Some other countries may have two to be elected out of so many, or that is multiple poll. There could be multiple polls, more than one post election is happened together, or multiple choice, and all this is configurable very, very easily.
It's remarkable because it comes from a country like India, and we've been able to throw it down to the state level, district level, each constituency level. I think that's remarkable. All those cases of manipulation and counting and recounting, etc., are all over. Tomorrow there might be some fingerprinting or iris recognition software that will come and make it even more simpler, credible.
But the biggest benefit is that the Election Commission can declare results within a few hours instead of the 3 days it took before. Many much more established democracies might like to take note. In the UK, for instance, paper ballots are still used. And in the US, electronic voting machines would certainly solve the problem of all those hanging chads.